I don't know how a hip and shoulder in a contest. See, I've just tried doing that before. Ballantyne's had a shot.
A much needed goal for the Dockers. As Nelly would say,
Ballantyne's put it through.
Both ruckmen have
Little
their eyes
prick.
on the ball.
His name is Goal Zero.
What's going on, guys and girls? This is God Zero back again with episode 3 in the AFL Evolution Coach Career Mode. In the last JLT Community Series round, we are going to be facing Fremantle, and as we can see here, Freo have won one game, and Nat Fyfe is apparently in career best form, which is unlike his 2017 form in real life so far. Having a look at the match objectives, even though we probably won't get them done, 8 torpedo goals, 8 snap kicks, 16 goals or behinds combined score. And then we've got obviously our seasonal objectives as well. I'm not too worried about having to get the match objectives done. Just winning games is our priority at this stage. So it looks like we're going to be travelling out to Fremantle for this game. Nat Fyfe there. We are currently 2 from 2. Defeating both Melbourne and St Kilda in the first 2 rounds of the JLT Community Series. Looking for a clean sweep at Domain Stadium, looking pretty good. I like the anchors in the background, nice touch there. Having a look at the lineup, Zach Dawson still getting a game for Fremantle.
What a game we've got today, Dan. There's really been a big
David
build-up
Mundy,
for this
don't even get me started on that
Both
bastard.
will be wanting to take winning form into the season proper with a chance to play in a grand final. What more incentive do you need?
We haven't made any changes moving forward. Pretty strong lineup. Here come the Fremantle Dockers. Gee, Hayden Ballantyne just has a face that you want to punch, doesn't he?
Everything is spelled correctly. The last man alive.
And here come the Blues.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp, and
there are a couple of players on our reserve list that I might be looking at including for round 1 against Richmond in the next episode. But that's for another video. We're focusing today on the Fremantle Dockers out at Domain Stadium, as the captains head to the middle for the coin toss. I definitely think moving forward with the next AFL game, it'd be good, especially in the pro career mode, if you are captain of your team, to be able to select either heads or tails and then choose which way you kick. I think that'd be a good little addition to the game. But I mean, that's something very, very minor, and that's just my personal wishes. I don't know how you all feel on the situation. Here we go. Ball up. Cruiser, nice tap down to Paddy. Cripps over the top. It's going to get turned over. We're going to get it back though. Big Cruiser. He's going to get the handball off and handball it off again. Cruiser's having a shocker so far. Zach Clark's got the ball. He's kicked it up forward, and McCarthy's got it just outside of the 50-metre arc for Fremantle. He's been having a good year so far, McCarthy, actually. They've chipped it around, and it's a free kick, and Paddy Cripps has been reported for rough conduct. That is not good. They take advantage, and Cam McCarthy kicks it behind. Doesn't really look like Cam McCarthy all that much, but not all the players got the courtesy of getting a face scan this time around, and they've turned it over. Lockie Neal behind the pack. They've managed to take a chest mark. He's going to line up for a shot, and he's going to miss as well. Fremantle 0 goals, 2 behinds to Carlton. Zip, 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 zip.
For the most part, he does that.
Just kick it into open space here. Hope to get it over the top. Big hip and shoulder to Simpson. We're going to get the handball off to Brycey Gibbs. He's going to go inside 50. He's found Curnow.
Curnow lines up.
Charlie is going to go back and have a shot on goal. Put the he's shanked the shit out of it. But it's punched back into play. Carlton still a chance to score here. Kicked off the deck. And it's going to be rushed And it's deliberate.
Lines it up 20 metres out. Couldn't ask
Jack
for much
Silvani
better
has a
than
shot on
this.
goal.
It's an easy
Michael
shot
Johnson
here.
paid
This could
deliberate,
turn
and it
things
was.
around. Chalk up a
You
goal
can't
for
go
the
tapping the
Blues.
ball over the
Silvani
line
puts them
like that,
back in
son. And Jack
contention. The
Silvani
first
goes
goal
back.
of
He
the
kicks the
match.
first for the Carlton
You can feel the
Blues.
intensity build as both ruck
0
team
goals,
prepare
2,
for
2
the
behinds,
bounce.
plays 1 goal,
Clark
0,
with the mighty
6.
fist. McCarthy is able to grab it on the half volley.
We're going to
Takes
go here
possession.
again, and he's going to get tackled as he kicks it,
He
Cruiser.
picks it up. He grabs it on
Carlton
the
going to be
run.
slow to the
Cruiser
contest
bumped
here. We
off the
could get it back.
ball.
Here we go.
Somehow
Bryce
manages
Gibbs with
to
the
get that
handball
ball
off.
out
Charlie
with all
Curnow
those
chips it
players
up to
around him.
Levi. It's going to get
Pick
hit
up by
down.
Spur. Sutcliffe gives the ball to the man on the
Curnow's
run.
got a second chance here if he can
He
lay
gives
the
the
tackle.
ball
Has
away.
turned it over.
Murphy
Big
kicks
hit
it on,
and
he's
shoulder
up.
on Mark Murphy. And Kerridge has given away a
shows
free
the
kick
quick
to Nat
hands.
Fife for too high.
Clark looking unstoppable, handing it back to Fife. Like the song says,
Oh,
don't
you're
you
kidding.
just need someone to shove.
Some of
Jabs it
these
on the
umpire
boot now.
decisions I still scratch my
Pierce
head
with
about,
the
but
mark.
Pierce got a really good
as you can see, I
footballing
still
brain.
haven't mastered the hip and shoulder because my players are stumbling all over
Lace
the
off
place.
pass.
I'm well aware I'm not the
Neal
best
picks
player
it
of this
up.
game, guys, so do
Simpson
bear
by
with
hand.
me.
A 1-2.
I am improving as we go. Nice little
Boots
move
it.
there by Paddy Cripps. Cade Simpson inside.
Sutcliffe controls.
It's off hands
He
again.
just can't
Silvani's
get
going to
out
get
of
the handball
action.
off.
He's got the
Petrovsky
time, he's
Seaton
got the
has
space.
got
He'll
it to
surely
boot.
have
Is
the
it going to
6
go
points as
through?
well.
Oh, that should have been a deliberate call as well, I reckon,
Looks like
umpire.
he's going to go long.
Fremantle seem to be crumbling under pressure right near the goal line. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock. Carlton lead by 5 points.
He uses him as a step
And
runner.
Cruiser has gone for the hip and shoulder, and as an absolute numpty has fallen out of the way.
Fantastic
Another
flight
big
right
grab.
there.
2
He
speckies in a
certainly
row.
hope he doesn't
Unbelievable.
suffer from vertigo.
You won't see that shit in a real AFL game, guys.
Your thoughts on the
And that
first
is quarter time.
The Blues will be
Carlton
happy
are
with
leading
early
the
scoreboard
Fremantle
pressure
Dockers
they
by
are
5
applying
points.
to
Not a
Fremantle. They're
bad
setting
quarter.
the standard out
We
there.
had a lot
It'll
of
be
missed
interesting to see
opportunity
how
up forward
the
though,
Dockers
so we need to
can
make
come
sure
back
we're
after the break.
capitalising on that when we move the ball up forward. Mark Murphy getting stuck into the boys
We'll
at
have a look
quarter
at the
time.
stats.
Although the
The
Dockers
stats
have had
are
11
pretty
handballs,
even at this
Carlton
point in
are on
time.
9, which isn't much of a difference at this stage.
Except for the
Fremantle
marks, obviously we're getting
7
dominated
kicks
in the
and
marks by
Blues with
5,
6
but apart
kicks.
from that,
Not much in it.
everything
Gap
else is
between the
pretty
Dockers
much
and
the
Blues is
same.
larger than life.
5
6
inside 50s
marks
for 1
the
goal, one's
Dockers,
pretty
while
terrible
the
though.
Blues sit
Cruiser leading the
comfortably
way
ahead
for
on 1.
Carlton. Simpson and Cripps both
that's
on 2 with
deep,
Zach
Richard.
Clark leading for Fremantle. Nat Fife and Spur as well, heading on to the second quarter.
Winners don't wait for
Those anchors do
chances,
look
they
pretty good in
take
the background there. I do
Batted
like
down
that.
nicely by Cruiser. Mundy is
That's going
able
to be a
grab it on
free
the
kick,
half
but
volley.
Fremantle have taken the advantage.
Tackle,
Handball
but
up
gets
over
the
the top to
handball off.
McCarthy, who's had a shot.
Give him a wrap
And he's
the
kicked
rest
it
of the
behind.
road every time, Richard.
A real letdown there, Dan.
Rowe gets set to kick it back in.
Sam Rowe's going to go up the gut, should
Clark
hit
from
a
behind.
target. I don't know what
Concentration
happened
on his
there.
face as he lines up for the goal.
The
This is a
marking
long
mechanics
kick.
is still something I seem to be struggling with.
Mark there. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good
Lockie
as the
Weller with
delivery.
nice body work on Sam Doherty. Here we go.
Almost a touch of synchronized
Good work
swinging
by
about that
Plowman.
time. Minus the peg.
Plowman.
Nice hip and shoulder to block out the ball by Wiedering. Mark Murphy's taking the ball. Let's move it up. Hip and shoulder. Here we go, here we go.
Sending it on its way.
Curnow, what are you running away from the ball for, you idiot? Handball over the
Has
top.
a kick. Spurk with the interception.
Nice tackle there. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Casbolt with the
Casbolt
kick.
with the dribble.
Well, Carlton
Yes,
needed that goal. Can
Casbolt
they build on this now?
has turned around with a quick little snap dribble and has put it through, giving
The ruckman
Carlton a
conscious
bigger
of where
lead.
their
10
teammates
points
are.
now.
They wait for the bounce. Cruiser gets it. The ball in the hands of Hill, finding the running player.
There is no way a ruckman can outrun someone like Mark Murphy. There is no way. Mark Murphy's not the fastest person, don't get me wrong, but there's no way someone like Zach Clark
The
can outrun
ball
him.
mopped up is in his possession.
Some very good body work around the contest by
looked about as
Carlton.
coordinated
Nice
as
hip and
Disney's
shoulder
goofy.
there by Paddy
He
Cripps.
gathers the loose ball. Neil
But he's
intercepts
turned it over,
He
Dale
grabs it on the
Thomas.
run.
And Fremantle are
Takes
going to
control
stroll
of
in,
the
but
bouncing
nice
ball.
smother there by
Thomas failing
Wiedering.
to get near it, Richard.
Yeah, he's having a quiet match.
Nice
Dennis.
1-2 there.
Puts it on
Paddy
the
Cripps
loose.
inside. Levi's
Simply
caught
outplayed
behind
the
play.
opposition there.
The Dockers
And Zach
just aren't
Dawson's
running
gonna
for
take
each
an
other
easy
and
intercept
create any
mark
space
inside
to
the
work
50.
into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many
Levi's
shots
going to start making
inside
front
50.
position if he wants to get that ball.
Fife puts his boot on it.
Doherty muscled out again, but he might get the ball first here.
Kept alive under pressure.
He's going to try and get the
Doherty
handball
manages
off,
to
and
get
he's
the handball
handballed
out
it
of
straight
the
to
back. No,
Ballantyne,
that's
but
just
they've got
giving
the ball back,
away.
the Blues.
And passed by Cripps. He picks it up. Gets
Paddy
it away
Cripps
at
has
the
already
nick
had
of
a couple
time.
this quarter.
Fife takes it well.
And there is no way Nat Fife got to the ball then.
Sends the Sharon on its way.
Murphy's given away the free
Piss
kick.
off, that's in the contest.
Subban slams the ball onto his boot.
I'm looking forward to this supposed patch that's coming out for the game that is apparently going to be fixing a lot of these umpire decisions. I don't know how a hip and shoulder in a contest. See, I've just tried doing that before. Valentine's had a shot.
Valentine, a much-needed goal for the Dockers. As Nelly would say,
Valentine's put it through.
Both ruckmen have
Little
their eyes
prick.
on the ball. The ball is bounced.
Back to 4 points.
Clark wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon.
Cruiser's getting a lot of the ball, but he's turning it over way too easy here. And that's a free kick to Fremantle against Jack Silvani for a head high.
Slams it on the boot. Five, the better man there. Carlton are in the lead by 4, coming out for the
That's the first half. Carlton leading Fremantle by 4 points. Fremantle coming back then after Carlton held a game-high lead. Looking at that, there is not much in it. Paddy Cripps out to 5 with Matthew Cruiser. Zach Clark leading the way with 6. Casbolt and Silvani hitting the scoreboard with 2 goals between them.
The scoreboard says they're winning, but you wouldn't have thought so looking at
They're
those
still in this
stats.
Fremantle. They could come from behind here. They're getting a lot of the ball, so we're going to start the second half. We're going to crack down.
Do not let what you can do interfere with what you can do.
Dishes it off to the running play.
And Wiedering's going to get it out here, but it's turned over again.
Shoots off the handball.
Lockie Neal's passed it over, and another handball, but it's turned over. Thank Christ for that, but it's turned over again.
He grabs it on the run.
Big tackle.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Another good tackle, but Ken McCarthy's roved it, and it's a goal for Fremantle. They've hit the front.
That's 2 in a row for the Dockers.
I don't know where Wiedering was. He should have been playing on fucking Ken McCarthy there.
Deft touch from Cruiser. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Ball up in the centre square.
Laying a lot of tackles, but not getting free kicks,
Clark can
Carlton.
read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to
Get the
becoming
handball
one
off
of the
Gibbs,
best
and
in
he's
the league.
handballed it straight to
Neal
Zach
onto the
Clark.
ball. Cripps
has the ball back. He's going to get
Subban
tackled
grabs
as he
the ball
kicks
on the
it.
bounce. Approaching home now. Weller
Little
with
chip
good,
up forward.
strong
Lockie
hands.
Weller has it. He's going to have to kick it from about 55, I'd say.
Nice drop.
He's chipped it up, and that's going to be a free kick. And Walters has gone back and put it through the middle.
What a timely goal. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. And there's
Fremantle
the bounce.
now up by 8 points.
Not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee.
Carlton are getting their chances, but they're throwing it away by easily giving the ball up to Fremantle in the contest.
Terrible timing by Clark.
Big hip and shoulder. That should have been a hip and shoulder off the ball there. Cruiser's gone over to Murphy. Murphy's gone back to Cruiser. Cruiser's trying to get it off. He's hip and shouldered.
He's had lots of touches this match.
Good tackle there by Mark Murphy. No prior opportunity as Zach Clark goes off the ground to swap with Jonathan Griffin.
Knocks it down in front. Handball short. Subban with another possession. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Michael Walters is off here. He's going to chip it up forward. Cam McCarthy. He's been everywhere, Cam.
A monster kick will be
Probably going to look to have a shot from about 55. He's chipped it up, and that is a free kick. Advantage paid. Tabiner has the mark.
Tabiner shoots for goal.
And he has absolutely shanked it. That keeps Carlton in the game. Another goal there would have spelt certain doom for the Carlton Footy Club, but we're still a chance. Off hands in the defensive 50. We've got to get a possession here. We've got to clear it out. No prior opportunity, apparently. There's a ball up.
Deft touch from Cruiser. Murphy gathers it. Griffin.
It's been turned over, but Fremantle have it back here. That's a free kick to Fremantle. You've got to be kidding me. I think that's Subban. And Subban has gone back and kicked a goal. This is very, very dangerous to the Carlton Blues.
Fremantle by 15
Brad Hill on for Subban after that goal kick there.
Sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Ball up in the centre square.
Reece Palmer's come on for Mark Murphy, who's going to have a spell on the bench.
The ball in the hands of Griffin. Mundy runs past and gets the ball.
Should have definitely been holding the ball there.
Wiedering collects it. He shows the quick hands. Pressure didn't.
Oh, he's tackled as he's kicked it. I thought he was going to clear that ball. That's a big tackle. Should have been holding the ball, surely.
Tapped.
The siren's about to go. I think we're going to run out of time as Bryce Gibbs cops up the ball. Freo up by 15 points. And with the way Carlton have been playing, you'd think that is almost game over at three-quarter time. We're going to have to kick 3 goals to win, and we're going to have to keep Fremantle scoreless.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Kruzik directs it down.
We've won the
with clean
contest there.
hands for a
Nice hip and
difficult
shoulder.
bouncing ball.
Shit.
Everton with the football. With the ball now. Cherno picks up the loose ball.
Good little tap on there. Wiedering's tapped it straight to Freo. They're out here, Fremantle.
Tackled, but gets
That
the
should have been
handball
holding
off.
the ball, surely.
White manages to get the handball out of the pack. Low
Nice
kick
little
dropped
chip
by
kick, but it's
Hill.
going to come
Very
off
smart
hands.
by his standards.
Thank Christ for that.
This is high tech as
And
it
here we
can.
go. Matty
He
Cruiser.
picks
He's
it
going to
up.
try and get it
He's picked up an
inside, but
injury.
he's been tackled and he's injured, Matty
Will take
Cruiser.
out Cruiser. That drop punt works well for Clark. Strong mark by Neal. Choose to kick it.
Hopefully that's not
Nice
too
contested
big of an
mark
injury
by
there.
Walters has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. Kerno
It's already
picks
in a
it up.
couple of injuries that we've got.
Gathers
That's
the ball.
advantage
He
paid to
slams that
Fremantle.
on the boot.
Chip up to Cam McCarthy, who's
lines up.
played on.
Misses
And he
well
has
behind.
shanked it.
They may have no option but to kick it long up the
The
middle
door is
right
still
here.
slightly ajar for Carlton, but I'm not liking our chances.
That's
Big
another
hip
would
and
have been
shoulder
jealous of
there
that pickup.
by
Nice power
Casbolt.
there. Sutcliffe
And it's an
claims
easy
the ball.
turnover to Cam Sutcliffe.
His kicking is
Carlton are going to come out of this game a little bit in disarray. Looking like our first loss for the season. We've got Paddy Cripps on report. We've got a couple injured. Hopefully the injuries aren't too big.
He slams that on the boot. Great hands. He steadies
Nice
now
body
in
work there
front
by
of goal.
Shane Kirsten. It's all but wrapped up now as he lines up for a shot on goal.
Going for goal number 1. Is it high enough? Long enough?
He's put it
straight
through for a
enough?
behind.
There's a fair kick on him.
But I
expect
don't
him to
think
roost
we are
this
going
down
to be
the middle.
able to kick 3 goals here
Nice
to pinch
work
the
from
win.
Neal.
Especially when we're kicking it in and turning it over like that. Lockie Neal intercepts.
Looks to honor the
He's
lead
gonna
with
kick
that
it backwards.
Catch by Hill. He
Stephen
opts
Hill
to play
plays
it.
on,
It's
shows a bit of
impossible
speed.
to
He's
outplay
turned the
an
ball
opponent
over.
who
Paddy
cannot
Cripps
think.
gets the handball
Think
off.
about that. Quick kick out of the pack by Murphy.
Turned
He's a
over to Nat
first-class
Fyfe.
decision-maker. He appears relatively
Levi
unhurried
Casbolt has
when
it. He's going to
under
bang it
pressure.
onto the
He
wing
constantly
here.
finds the best option in
And it's
heavy
turned
traffic.
over
What a
again.
great
Daniel
skill.
Pearce. And with only 4 minutes left on the clock, and that's not even real time,
Jams
the
it on
game
boot
is all
now.
wrapped up here. Fremantle are going to
enjoying a height
defeat the
advantage.
Carlton Blues in their first loss of the season.
Slams it on the boot.
However, it's only a JLT Community Series game as Hayden Valentine sneaks in for the mark there. A loss in JLT doesn't really mean nothing because we don't play for anything in the JLT Community Series. Valentine's kicked it behind. A minute 5 left on the clock. Down by 18 points. That looks like to be the final deficit here. Wiedering's going to move it up forward.
5 marks.
Fife's going to get the last touch of the game. And there it is. Fremantle have come home with the win at home. Very, very dominant performance, especially to come back from the couple of goals they were down by early on in the game. I don't know whether having a home advantage gives the team any boost or anything within the game, but Fremantle were running rampant all over Carlton today. There were some pretty poor performances coming out of this game for Carlton, so might be back to the drawing board for the coaching staff this week ahead of our first round hit-out against Richmond Thursday night football. But that's it for the JLT Community Series. As you can see there, Fremantle running away with some of those stats, especially the uncontested ball, beating us by 23 disposals. Lockie Neal finishing the game with 12. Zach Clark with 9, Nat 5 with 8. Cripps leading the way for Carlton, and as you can see there, Freo were very inaccurate, but Carlton weren't able to get their hands on the footy up forward, and that's what's going to happen in games. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that thumbs up button to show your support for the channel. If you're new and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Wow!